Welcome, everyone, to LSU's Tiger Stadium, one of the most intimidating environments in all of sports. This Death Valley crowd has been getting ready and hyped for this one. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They can't stop him. That's a big game. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Defense is coming after him. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Caught quickly. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Quick throw complete to the tight end.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Looking right, this one caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Automatic on the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
Looking downfield, it's Collins. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the out route. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big game that time. That's great execution.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
Looking for some space. It's Johnson. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, LSU. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Pressure is coming. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Back to pass. It's Howard. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They're able to get him down. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Close to the tight end. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Across the 40. Inside the 20. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Here's the second down play. He'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. The Salt were able to bring him down quickly. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game that you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Bringing pressure. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
It's now second down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. And the Rebels have first and 10 here. To throw, it's Howard. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before. To cut into this big lead. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to his target. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He's moving out of the pocket. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Makes the catch downfield. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Dropping back, it's Collins. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. This air attack is still unstoppable.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And it's picked off in the end zone.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. LSU 27, Ole Miss.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 32, set to kick this one away.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line.
Ole Miss offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. With the catch, it's Williams. Great move there. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice 1st down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the 1st half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. To the air. It's Howard. Finds an open target on the left side. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Receiver makes the grab, and he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. And the Rebels will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. This will likely be the last play of the half. Or it's snapped to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. One more play before they head to the locker room. Here's the handoff. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Rebels will kick this away to begin the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. Oh, and he almost broke it. Finally steps out of bounds. What a great return to set up the offense now. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy...
Look at that, he's still going. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. And this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Boy, after a huge gain on the ground, they come back and throw the football, and the quarterback's on his back. The offensive line's got to do a good job of not just with the run blocking, but taking care of their quarterback and giving him a chance to throw the ball.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and
makes the catch. Can he get in? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, LSU. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
And he's not going to get there. Stop short. Missed opportunity to build this lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone.
This offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Jones. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Wideout's now clustered. They look to throw it here on second down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels. And now the try here for the extra point. And it's good.
Kick is good. That makes the score LSU 33, Ole Miss 21.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. The gain makes it second and medium. Takes the handoff. It's Johnson. Breaks loose at the 40. Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. Offense in hurry-up mode. They'll run it to the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Movement here from the tight end. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a flag. Will it keep the drive alive? Personal foul gives the offense a fresh set of downs. So a new set of downs to work with after the roughing the passer penalty on third down. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Hands off to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And he's stopped short. The two-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. And the Rebels will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Howard. Fires it to the wideout. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Not much on the return, but they set up the offense at the 35. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers, and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contain, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere, just textbook.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Runs through the defender. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it go quickly. Pass caught. Can he get in? Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. Touchdown, Tigers. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown? He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
And he's not going to get there. Stop short. Missed opportunity to build this lead.
LSU 45, Ole Miss 21.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. They stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And one final play before the end of the quarter. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is incomplete on the final play of the third quarter. Final quarter coming up. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this pass is on target, caught. They wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Rebels begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not much on the return, but the defense comes up.